Hi, welcome to All Alone at Disneyland. This is Katie from the Brown Bag Socialite. This is a video response to one of the people I subscribe to, basically All Alone at Disneyland. So I go to Disneyland alone a lot. Sometimes I prefer to do that just because you can slow down and take in the things that usually get missed. Like just taking your time, taking the monorail in. I would love to go to Fantasyland today to see the new Alice in Wonderland ride, but as you can see, it is fairly crowded. So we're just going to go down Main Street, and since we don't have friends with us, we are going to take videos of some friends together. Mary Poppins and a penguin. Anyway, you want to go to Sleeping Beauty Castle. It is very hot out this day, so we're going to take advantage of the air conditioning and go there. Also, your friends probably don't want to sit for 20 minutes and watch a parade. So find a shady spot. I like a spot right behind a trash can because it tends to be unobstructed. And you can take advantage of watching the parade from there. And this is a new Frozen float that they have. I also will mention seeing a show several times during this video. I went to Guardians of the Galaxy, brought my little buddy Skippy, my backpack, with me. Then we went to the petting zoo. Yay, and we met Miss Madame Leota. Yes, celebrity spotting. Anyway, wash your hands after you play with the pets, because even though they look clean, they are still wild animals. So, plus tons of other people are touching them like I'm touching this guy here. So you want to make sure you keep your hands clean, especially if you're going to eat right afterwards, which is exactly what I did. So, the next thing we want to do is to take a cruise on the Mark Twain or Columbia. Then we're going to get into single riders. Now, while you're enjoying this ride of me on the Big Thunder Mountain, this is a new revised version with the new animations and all that in it. Now, for this ride, there is no single rider line. However, there is a fast pass. The wait posted for standby was 20 minutes, although realistically it was 45. My fast pass was for about an hour later, and then I got right on. So that's what I did with that. But single rider lines, now there are several secret rider lines and there are signs, but they're not like heavily advertised. So if you don't know where the single rider lines are, I am not going to tell you, because it gets so taken advantage of by families of 5 or more, or people with young children under the age of 12, which should not be using the single rider line. It takes away the point. It's for single riders, folks. Get your butts in the regular line. I know it sucks, but you know, when you're a single rider, you just want to get on and off. You don't want to be sitting on there. So please let the true single riders, or even couples, groups of 3, I can be okay with, but anything over 5 adults is just, I don't know, just not cool. Please don't do it. So now we're going to get in some ice cream because it is hot out, so grab yourself a nice little snack. It is too hot to be doing this activity. Why parents are subjecting their children to manual labor, I don't understand. Also, do you know where Fowler's Point is? I learned a few weeks ago where that was, and I've gone there a couple times, but this is where it is. Basically, you have a hidden spot where you could take pictures of the Columbia if it is docked. You also have a clear view of people coming right off Splash Mountain. But slow down and enjoy the beauty is really the tip. Again, we're going to watch some shows. So Dapper Dans are always a delight on Main Street to go and watch them. Spend a couple minutes. You don't have to watch the whole show, but definitely check them out. Right, telling the guys. And then also you want to maybe take a break from the shows and do a little shopping. Let's face it, when you have people with you, they do not want to slow down and shop. It can be a hazard. I prefer shopping by myself, and that is what I do. I saw this really adorable shirt, but I did not buy it. Ended up buying a tiki bowl instead. This is another band. This is actually an older clip, but I thought it'd be worth showing. I believe this band is called the Suburbans. If you ever see them playing in Tomorrowland, they are awesome. They do all originals. I think they do like a handful of covers, but mostly they do originals. Kind of a upbeat ska band. Very, very fun to watch. Animation Academy is my favorite when I'm by myself or when it is hot out. But I got drawn into the beat of the Mad Tea Party, which is on a Sunday night, is usually my go-to. Always a delight. Always really fun to watch. Great covers. They do little spins and mashups on a few things, and there are several things going on. You can enjoy a few cold beverages while you're watching the show or just hang out. There is also a live DJ. There are other live acts, dancers, and whatnot going on at California Adventure. Also, if you have missed the World of Color, or it is just a night where you're lingering around after the park closes, stay around to watch this after World of Color. It goes on for about 10 minutes. You can get some great creative photos and videos. Obviously, as you can see, very, very nice, and the crowds have gone. But don't you cry, we will be back soon to Disneyland. And until then, please stay magical, ladies and gentlemen.